Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening around the world, Bravehearts. I'm Dr. Daryl Wolf, and this is DocStar TV. And today I have on with me Alya. Oh boy, Alya, pronounce your last name for me.
Lopushansky.
There you go. Okay, and she is the director of Bioptron Light Energy Medicine in the Netherlands, correct?
Yes.
Absolutely. And today we're going to be going through, and we are going to show you the power of light and frequency. And understand something, whether you're eating, you're drinking, or you're living anywhere in the world, whether you're hanging around with people, it's all got to do with light and frequency. Did you know that we are light energy, electrical, magnetic beings? Do you really realize that? Do you realize it's real science? Do you realize that when you come into the womb, that's all you are is light? Not all you are, that's what you are, is light, energy, medicine, and that's a frequency. Understand, if you were to be the right frequency, you would never have a bacterial problem, or a parasite problem, worm problem, fungal problem. You wouldn't have, any mutations in your body. It's always been about frequencies. It's always been about light. It's always been about everything like that. Understand something. Healing can travel at the speed of light because that's what you are. You are light. And understand, whether you want to believe this or not, back in the 1900s, well, let's say about 1880, 1900s, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers decided that they were going to destroy everything that had to do with light, energy, medicine, and frequencies. Along with that, they closed down 110 colleges, that taught homeopathy, chiropractic, natural ways of medicine, Chinese medicine in North America. 110 colleges, That's back when 1910, when the FDA was almost bankrupt and the Rothschilds gave them $100 million and said, you need to destroy the rest of energy, light, medicine. That's why they took Tesla down, because Tesla was going to give free energy to the world. And Tesla taught us that we were light energy beings and that we had infinite possibility when we understood this. So whether you're drinking something or eating something, the frequency inside of it, the light inside of it is everything. This is why the more you cook, the worse you look. This is why the more you fry, the sooner you die. This is why the more you hang around with people that are parasitical, that drain your energy, is why you are not at ease, so you become a disease. This is why the most important thing you'll ever do in your life is to protect your frequency. Your frequency will turn cancer on, turn cancer off. Your frequency can turn somebody on or turn somebody off, yes or no. You can get turned on or turned off. You do realize this, that you need to protect this, and we need to take this in. So at the Doc of Detox, we deal with things that got to do with circulation, that got to do with vibration and light. And how many people know that your spinal fluid carries more light and information to your body, but if you're not taking it in. So when you look at a piece of food, you need to ask yourself, how much light, how much and how high is the frequency in this food compared to a donut, compared to an apple, compared to all of the food that they're making today, is to poison you, but it's not to poison you. It's to bring your vibration down. How many people know that if your vibration was up, you wouldn't have any parasitical problems? You would have all the energy that you had when you were younger. And that's what I do. I have built my life around living in the sun, living as close to the beach as possible. I did that 5 years ago, and I will always do it. When I make a decision, it's where can I live? Where's the food going to be the highest vibrational, where man cannot be manipulating it and poisoning it? Where can I be to get back to nature? Because the nature of you is to be healthy and vital. What do you think, Ola?
Light is life, yes. I would like to say hello, everyone, and greetings in the name of Bioptron Company. Thank you, Dr. Darren Wolf, for inviting me in your show. So, we are light warriors.
We are brave heart light warriors, and you need to understand that. And if I can say this, and then I'm going to let her show her slideshow, but everybody, you need to understand it. If you're not selfish enough to know how to get higher frequency people, higher frequency food, higher frequency drink, and the things that you do into your life, then your life is going to become a bumpy road. So you better buckle up. Ola?
Yes, true. Would you like me to start, or?
I would. I'd like you to start and show your slideshow.
Okay. So Bioptron, a little bit Bioptron. Bioptron is a medical device. It is produced in Switzerland, established on 5 continents, over 3.5 million devices in use worldwide. So it is for home and professional use. There are no side effects. And 30 years of presence on the global market, we have more than 50 medical studies. Since 2017, our team developed nanophotonic full-range filter, which generates hyperpolarized light. So Daryl, you can just please come when you think it's the moment.
Well, I can tell you.
Discussion and comments.
Sure, I will.
So,
I will, love.
yes.
And guess what? About having in your home only full spectrum light in the world. Now, full spectrum is full spectrum, full healing. How about a light that has no side effects, and I believe that everybody can afford this light. And yes, I do. And we have sold thousands of these, and people love them. And remember, you are the light of my life. You know, you want this light will fill up your cup. There are a lot more expensive light units out there, and professional people will say, I paid $10,000, $20,000 for this light, but it's not going to do any more than this Bioptron. And you better do your homework first, because this Bioptron has also a fullerene lens, which I will let Ola go into it and talk about it, and you will find out that a fullerene lens is the same thing that I have in these glasses. Just like a lot of you will talk about, oh, I've got blue blockers. You don't want to block blue light. You want to turn the blue light into healing your brain. There are no eye disorders unless there's brain damage. And whether you want to believe this or not, after 3 minutes of being on a computer or in a room with LED lighting or watching TV, okay, all right, or being on your phone actually starts to cause brain inflammation. And brain inflammation causes most of the anxiety that people have and the depression. Did you get that? And it's coming from stress. It's coming from blue light poisoning. And I just want to say this before you start, love, and that's this. They could have built every phone, and no more LED lighting. They could have built every light bulb, every phone, every screen, every TV, okay, and every computer with scalar Tesla waves and lighting that you wouldn't even have to go to a doctor. It would just infuse you and heal you. But they decided to go with the blue light. So understand this. This is not supposed to be a controversial show. I'm just trying to tell you that, guess what? Unless you're going to do your research, because planet Earth is a life-threatening, fun-filled adventure, and you don't start bringing energy medicine into your life, whether it's in the form of food or electronics or Tesla eyewear, okay, you are going to do a lot of complaining. And what do you think, Ola?
Yeah, that's true. You just mentioned that it is very special unit because of different features. So it is polychromatic light. What this means, poly means more, chromatic colors. So it is full spectrum light from 380 nanometers until 3400 nanometers. This means that such light has all the visible light no UV light, and a little portion of infrared light, which has very good healing effects for treating pain, for instance. So every portion of light is influencing our body, our tissue, our cells on different levels. As you can see here, for instance, red has anti-inflammatory effect, or green is for hormonal balance, blue light has antibacterial effect. So all these beautiful colors, polychromatic device has different influences on us, healing effects. It is also incoherent light, in contrast to laser light, which is coherent light. What this means, incoherent, random changes of phases of different wavelengths and different frequencies. So it promotes a steady dose of light with no side effects. It is low energy light, 40 milliwatts per square centimeter, and energy density of 2.4 joule per square centimeter, safe dose of light. Polarized light, the Brewster optical unit, which is a multi-layered optical system, provides a 95% of polarization. And it is hyperpolarized light, highly structured light that correspond to our biostructures.
And understand something, everyone. This light, there's no, how can I say this? They say that you can use it just for a few minutes, but there is no limit on how you use it, because I will use this light sometimes for 15 minutes. Sometimes I'll go a half an hour. Sometimes I'll do a half an hour 2 or 3 times a day, because the light brings you back into alignment, into harmony. You know what? When you get filled up with light, how do you think you feel? Well, you feel aligned on all levels.
You feel energized, and this is the most important. It's like a phone. Phone needs to be charged, right? In the evening, you put your cell phone to recharge. And this is the same with your body, because we are light beings and we need the light. And with such beautiful energy and information, we are harmonizing ourselves. And Bioptron is a medical device. It is certified for pain relief, wound healing, dermatological disorders, and seasonal affective disorder. And it is also for anti-aging purposes, because it is stimulating the production of collagen and elastin, so the skin looks more radiant and more tight, younger and better. And in 2014, Bioptron won the prize as the best anti-aging product at the Aesthetic and Anti-Aging Medicine Congress in Paris.
I hope everybody just heard what she said, okay? So you have to understand that you don't have to pay tens of thousands of dollars to put something in your home. And guess what? It's not even about that. I mean, it makes you look better, your skin look better, it takes care of you, but inside it brings information into your cells, into your blood, into your spinal fluid. It is something that it's wound healing. So pre and post-op, it's used all the time, isn't it?
It is. Here you can see in post-aesthetic surgery patients the use of Bioptron. So Bioptron is promoting faster recovery. Look at those 2 eyes. One eye was treated with Bioptron, the other one not. And you can see day 5 after surgery, the left eye is much better healed. And also in this case, on hematoma and edema, after the blepharoplasty, after 5 to 7 days after surgery, this is nicely healed.
Yeah, so it's a noticeable difference when you use the product. I mean, even scar tissue.
Yes, even scar tissue. And what I want to say here, why is this? Because light is absorbed by living tissue, and it is increasing the level of adenosine triphosphate, ATP, which improves the cell metabolism. And the energy is increased, the cellular energy is increased. So it is increased deep microcirculation and cell biostimulation. So it is also increased protein synthesis, production of collagen and elastin, which I just have mentioned in the case of anti-aging. And here it is reduced swelling and inflammation. So Biopteron reinforces the body's defense system. It stimulates regenerative and reparative processes in all biological structures. So
If I can go, if I can say something,
significant acceleration.
So when Ola was mentioning about the ATP, just know this: your ATP, okay, is made by the mitochondria, and when you use the Biopteron, it will increase microcirculation by 33%. If you increase it, that's 1/3 of increase. What that'll do is cause the mitochondria to spin at their normal rate so that you can actually make the ATP to get yourself out of bed, to help to heal yourself or to stay healed. So remember something, it is a supplement. Biopteron is creating a nutritional supplement that your body takes in as natural, and compared to the sun, the Biopteron doesn't have any of the negative effects, and it increases all the positive that the sun would give you. So what would that do for people on a cloudy day? What would that do for people, especially in the wintertime, for depression or, feeling lack of energy or feeling out of place or even feeling anger or anxiety? It's going to pull you back into that, and you don't even know it, but it's increasing the spin to 2,500 times per second. That's what your mitochondria will do. Spin 2,500 times per second to create the ATP when they're enriched with energy.
Yes, but this is also fascinating here in this case of a skin tumor treatment. And this is a study case done by Dr. Walter Schurbock from Austria. Look at this here, a skin tumor in November 14, 2011. Okay. And he was treating it every week, 2 times a week. And April 2011, the same 2012 should be, right? I see it here. Yeah, the tumor shrinked and the skin is nicely healed.
If I can say this, the Biopteron, you can go and take a look at it. And just so you know, and I'm only saying this because people ask right now, okay? The Biopteron is on sale. When you buy it, you get a $500 credit in our store. So that's a $500 credit in our store for if you want to buy products, and that's because we have Black Friday on. And you'll find the Biopteron if you go to store.docofdetox.com and just type in BIO TRON, Biopteron. Okay?
Yes.
Okay.
So let's go further. In the case of psoriasis, before Biopteron exposure, look how it looked like. And after 10 treatments, the second photo, on the third photo, after 20 treatments, the skin looks much, much better. This is in the study case diabetes, in the diabetes patient, and we know how it is difficult for such patients to heal, and we know that so many patients must go to surgery, and then with a lot of complications. In this case, the leg was nicely healed, and the most important, the leg was saved. Also here, in the case of wound infection, vascular surgery in diabetes patient, only 2 months after Bioptron exposure, we included also hyperbaric oxygen treatment. The leg is nicely healed, and you can see such a huge difference how the skin looked like at the beginning of the treatment and after the treatments. This is amazing, and this is fascinating, really. This is the case of deep dermal burns 2 days after the injury, and then the wound was closed after 12 days of treatment, already closed, appearance after 8 months, and how the skin looked like after 15 months of treatment with Bioptron. Good, very good, healed. So I mentioned also that Bioptron is medically certified for seasonal affective disorder, and it exceeds more than 10,000 lux, the light intensity. If you want to compare with a standard room light, which is approximately only 500 lux, so it is a huge difference, right? And we recommend daily treatments of about 30 to 60 minutes. If you do the treatment 30 minutes, then you put the distance from your exposure area is 30 centimeters. If you want to exceed the time, like 1 hour, then you do 60 centimeters distance from the exposure area. And the results are the increases in serotonin and dopamine. And at the same time, the stress hormone is decreased, cortisol hormone. So we have amazing results for seasonal affective disorder, and now is the time of the year for this, actually, because it's a winter time, and unfortunately many patients are sitting at home depressed and unhappy. So Bioptron can make you happier and healthier on multi levels.
Yeah, just understand something, everyone. It's not drugs you lack. You lack the light. And if you have a problem with this, then you might want to take a look at your diet too, and look at more of a whole plant-based diet. Because believe it or not, okay, all nature's foods have captured light inside of them. That's what you're eating, is captured light. But understand this, nothing's going to turn you around. Like in the wintertime, when I would live in Kelowna, British Columbia, when I lived there a few years ago, in the wintertime, we lived in a valley, and the clouds would come in and it would be gray and dark, and it would happen in November. You wouldn't get out of it until March, and you would be surprised at all of the depression and I'm telling you, I am my own happiness. But when I would sit under the light, it would just bring me right back. Sometimes it would be 15 minutes and I'd feel full, and you go, yeah, I'm ready. Sometimes 20 minutes. It all depends. You know, when you'll know when you're sitting under the Bioptron light and it's time to get up, because you feel like, wow, I'm back to me. So the reality is, depending on the person, depending on the belief systems you run, depending on your diet, the type of water you drink, because structured water has more light in it, it's all about the light. So understand, this Bioptron won't just help you, it'll help your whole family, whether it's an internal, external, or it's a mood thing.
Mm-hmm. In 2017, we developed this filter, which I mentioned, Nanophotonic Full Rain Optics. And why is this so special? Because C60, fluorine C60 molecule, is integrated with various metal oxides in the matrix of even 50 optical layers. So it is really special technology. It's not like only one layer of it, but 50 layers. So these layers are responsible that the light that collides actually with this filter is creating 2D quantum cavity. This means creating vacuum, and then the new photons are generated. The photons, according to Fibonacci law, the structured light that corresponds to our biostructures. So it is very special optics.
So these are called Tesla. Is it okay if I?
Yes.
These are called Tesla glasses. I already mentioned this, that people talk about. Go ahead, love.
Yes. Also, we created the glasses with the same optics. You are right.
So you've got your fluorine lens that's in your Bioptron. You've got the fluorine lens that's in here. Now, if you know me, you know we sell C60. We sell MCT oil C60 and hemp oil C60. So understand that C60 hemp oil and C60 MCT oil is 270 times, ready for this, stronger than vitamin C. We also know that it actually even dismantles this. Those people who got this by drinking that and drinking it throughout the day. This is part of a protocol that we have using 3 other products that you can dismantle this. Now, what do you think this does? This is C60 embedded into the glasses. So it creates the same thing when you drink our product. Okay, you're bringing it in internally to heal. When we use this, it's going internal, but it's going in through your eyes because your eyes don't see. Okay? Your eyes don't see images. They pick up frequency and light. Your brain creates the images. And understand, that's where all the eye disorders come from the blue light. And understand this, after 3 minutes of being on blue light, like I said earlier, whether it's a phone or a computer or your LED lighting or you went to a movie or you're watching your TV, this is all blue light. And I already said this, they could have actually created Tesla and frequencies and scalar frequencies coming off of all of these things and be healing us all the time, but that's not their game. So the reality is you could buy blue blockers, but you're blocking some of it, but only up to 30%. There's nothing that shows that in real science they can block more, but you don't want to block. What if we took all that blue light and we turned it into C60, okay, Fibonacci frequency healing light that actually repairs the brain? I used to wear glasses, prescription glasses, then I went to readers, and now I don't wear anything, and I've got perfect vision. I have perfect vision from taking the C60. Okay, and when I say this, I'm not telling anybody else to do it, but I will do the Bioptron every day, and I will look into the Bioptron, and the instructions, they tell you not to, so I'm just a fool. But the reality is I've got perfect eyesight now. I don't wear readers. I have no problem, do I, Lori? I can read the smallest print, or I can see way off into the distance, and you can reverse all of these things. And what the Bioptron does is it goes in and it regenerates not just your eyes, but your brain. And yes, it floods light through the rest of the body, but you need to understand they've really harnessed full spectrum healing here. Okay.
And here it is how the C60 look like. It looks like a buckyball. You see it here. And it has 12 pentagons and 20 hexagons inside. and no two pentagons are sharing an edge, which could destabilize the structure. So it's very stable, beautiful
Right.
structure. And it is one of 8 allotropic forms of carbon. The 2 very well-known forms of carbon are diamond and graphite. And carbon is very important because carbon, along with hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur, is the basis of biological life and the building block of genes, our proteins, lipids, and all the other important biomolecules. In the natural state, it's very rare to find C60 in Canada, your country, Daryl. And it is also in the cosmic realms, like in red giant stars, and there is ejected into the space. C60 can also be found in a trace amounts in a burning candle as activated carbon, and there is also a mineral called shungite, and I have one piece here, and this is also a C60 molecule in this precious stone. So the healing properties of C60 are dating back to the 18th century. Tsar Peter the Great had a palace in Karelia in Russia near martial waters. Martial waters, like Mars, the god Mars, so this is how it's called. And so the water is actually full of shungite. And the people who were swimming in that lake, they got cured. So it was like magic. So Peter the Great instigated its use, and he provided a purified, structured drinking water for his army, and he required every soldier to carry such a piece of this informational energy potent stone in his backpack for good luck. So people believe that Russians won that battle because of the C60 and this stone. So it's a nice legend and nice story, and it is true story.
Do you know where we get all our C60 from? Russia.
Yes.
And we were just about to buy a power plant in the Ukraine until you know what happened.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a difficult story. Yes.
Yes.
And so fullerene C60 has a special molecular architecture. I like to use this expression to say it, molecular architecture, because it looks like a piece of art. So this architecture corresponds to the conformational status of our biostructures. So you can see here, this is the buckyball C60 molecule, and this is the clathrin, our one of our biostructures. Actually, 85% of our biostructures possesses the same energy structure like a C60 molecule. So why is this image here important? Because in nature we have superior structures and inferior structures. And C60 and hyperpolarized light is superior structures. And our biostructures are inferior. Why? Because of the aging processes or illness, they get disturbed and unordered. So what is going on in interaction? Because this is the constant ideal structure, this is superior energy informational structure, it is the ultimate bioresonator. So through resonance, C60 is transmitting its energy and information on us and regenerates these structures that got disordered. So it is
when you
creating an order in the body, restructuring, repairing. Because it is superior.
So if you want to be better, you got to bring in better. If you want to be higher vibrational, you got to bring in higher vibrational. And just remember something, everybody. The same carbon, it's what you do to carbon. We are carbon, but it's what you do to it. It's the information, it's the frequency that's in it. I think everybody understands that when it comes to this, right? Well, guess what? When it comes to C60, it neutralizes this. I haven't done a study. I won't do a study because I don't have the money to do that kind of thing. But I actually believe that this C60 that's built into these lenses has an effect on the negative carbon that was in this. Think about that. Think about that.
Yes, because it's all happening through resonance.
Yes.
And everything is resonance. And I found very nice definition here. Here it says, theory of resonance, everything in the universe is constantly in motion, in process. Even objects that seem immobile vibrate, oscillate, resonate at certain frequencies. Resonance is a specific type of movement characterized by a synchronized oscillation between two states.
You know, if I can say something just to finish up with that, because you're right. And people, you need to get this. Remember what I told you, that everything you take, okay, physically leaves the body. The only thing that stays behind is the frequency and the light. That's it. So that means that donut you ate, everything that you see in that donut is gone. Everything in that apple is gone. The supplementation, everything in that supplementation is gone. It leaves the frequency or the light behind. So I'm going to tell you something, and I'm not trying to harp on this. I just want people to know this. We have so many people, and I'm talking about maybe not hundreds, but thousands of people that have gotten the Tesla eyewear, that have had this not once, twice, 3, or even up to 4 times. And when they start wearing this and doing the Bioptron and taking the C60, their life changes. Okay? And I'm telling you, I know these make a difference. But they make a difference on anybody that wears them. From people that have headaches, stress, okay? At the end of the day, from sitting on the computers, they're exhausted, they're fatigued, they feel miserable. It destroys relationships. So we need to do whatever we need to do to become the light again. Thank you.
Thank you. Here you can see the examples of beautiful examples that the whole universe and the human biology is based on symmetry. Look at this, from the micro to macro scales. Even in art, Leonardo da Vinci used this Fibonacci sequence to actually golden ratio to create his beautiful, amazing art. You can see here Mona Lisa. And in our in Rome also, Fetus is according to the Fibonacci law of symmetry and beauty. And pyramids, they are also built on such a golden ratio. You can see the sunflower seeds. And this is the Fullerene C60. And this here, you can see, this is the eye rod cell. So it has the same symmetry as this hyperstructured light. Here is one definition. In order for the effect of light on the organism to be optimal, it is necessary for the photons to be arranged according to symmetry as well as the biomolecules in the organism in order to quickly and efficiently achieve recognition at first sight. So they just recognize each other through resonance. If the biostructures are disturbed, because this is superior, constant, perfect structure, it imposes its energy information and repairs the biostructures. And this is not only working locally, like for a wound healing, for instance, but is working also systemically. What this means, it is regenerating the body also from inside. Systemic regeneration is when the whole body's functions repair themselves, putting it back in the optimal state of balance in homeostasis. How we are getting perspective on how systemic regeneration works by using the language of quantum medicine. So the first part of this lecture was related more to the conventional medicine. We saw all these examples, wound healing, and now we are delving into the world of quantum medicine. Quantum medicine considers the body, organism, health, and disease as an information energy system from the aspect of the quantum level.
Can I say something? So everything,
yes.
Everybody, you have to get away from the physical and you have to go into the invisible. So remember something, it's all frequency and light. Understand something, the whole medical system is based on the physical. They tell you that they do not believe in metaphysics. They do not believe in light and frequency. Meanwhile, does everybody know that every one of their machines that they use to test you is testing your frequency and your light? Did you get that? How's that a contradiction? So every system that they use to test you and your health is based on frequency and light, but they tell you that this does not matter. So don't always focus on the matter. Focus on the invisible, and the invisible is light and frequency. So we're going to keep on coming back to it. So understand something. At the end of the day, that's the supplement you're looking for. Thank you.
And the quantum is the smallest amount of energy that can be emitted or absorbed by an atom. And that's very important. So quantum medicine, just to mention a couple of things, is a combination blend of Eastern traditional medicine like Ayurvedic medicine or Chinese medicine and high technologies like Bioptron, based on the knowledge of quantum physics, of biophysics, electronics, chemistry, medicine, biology, etc. And here we go. Nikola Tesla, the greatest scientist ever, said, if we want to discover the secrets of the universe, we should think in the direction of energy, frequency, and vibration.
And if I can say something, everyone, you were never taught the right science. You were never taught the right math. So we have to look at things differently. You're not going to get anything that's going to be substantial or life-changing from any government-approved school. So you're going to have to go off path to do that. Do you believe I'm right, Alya?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, but if we know this, then we are on a good way.
Yes.
So we are electromagnetic beings due to our electromagnetic nature. Each cell represents an electromagnetic unit. You can imagine that each cell emits more than 100,000 photon impulses per second, which are called biophotons. So the disease, the illness occurs when that frequency changes. Due to the different stressogenic factors. We know that the stress is our enemy number one. All kind of stress in relationships, stress due to the wrong food frequency, stress from smoking, stress from drinking, from everything. So our frequencies get imbalanced and then the disease occurs. This is signal here recorded by Dr. Zimmerman, and you can see here on the left side in the table different frequencies in the body. This is what I just said, that we are electromagnetic beings. this is very interesting. We can live 3 minutes without air, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food, but without electromagnetism, we cannot live 1 single second. Think about it. So no electromagnetism, no life. Cells and their electromagnetic activity die, organisms stop functioning as biosystem if there is no light in the body. Light is the basis nutrient of all life.
That's why we're barefooting it, okay? When I was in Orlando here, we've had some cool days, but I know you guys might think I'm crazy, but it's true, eh, Lori? I barefoot. Do I barefoot like everywhere?
All the time.
Even out to the restaurants, okay? All right? They know me. They're not going to kick me out. You know, we've got our local lovely restaurants we go to, and we go into supermarkets. I just put this dome around myself so that they don't notice my feet, because I'll tell you something right now. You have to ground yourself. We have to find ways to get back to our real being, and that is that we are light beings.
Daryl, what you are doing, that's the healthiest way of living, really.
Mm-hmm.
Walking barefoot, this is an amazing thing. You completely regenerate, because the electrons from the earth are coming just through your feet towards in the whole body. And those are the negative ions, which are healthy ions, which are like vitamins for your body. So you are recovering. And I think it's Dr. Ober wrote a book, Earthing, and he recommended, I think, 50 minutes per day for revitalization.
You should see how people look at me when they come to the clinic in Mexico, and they would walk in, because some of them would travel and fly from Europe, or we had people come from Asia, all over the world. They walk in, and there I am in my bare feet. But, you know, they would look a little bit like, okay, all right, maybe I'm in the wrong place. Maybe I'm in the jungle with this guy. But, you know, once I opened up my mouth and we started showing them what we could do for them, they all started walking in bare feet, didn't they, honey? Yeah. So even the most conservative person that comes to Zihuatanejo, and you know, and they would be barefooting it just within a day or two, wouldn't they? That'd be it. It'd be gone, and they wouldn't even be doing sandals, because nobody gets this. But the reality is that the Rockefellers own the medical system, and then they got rid of all our glass, and then they told us it was us that had to recycle. Meanwhile, it's all just BS. But the reality is all sandals are made out of petroleum pretty well. None of them are earthy. You know, you might look at Birkenstocks are pretty grounded, earthy, but most people, they walk on petroleum all the time. So.
But that's really the scientifically proven. So
yes,
we are not crazy if we walk barefoot.
Well, if you follow the majority, you know, you'll be accepted, but you'll be infected. Okay?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yes. For me, this is really fascinating. Look at this. Biophotons. This is the light inside of the body, correct? Right?
Yes.
The light photons are called biophotons. And if they operate, the photons are just communicating. The cells are communicating through biophotons, through light. And this is amazing if you think of it. They are talking through light. If this light information signals are structured, the body is healthy. But if they operate in a chaotic way, the biochemical processes in the body will be disrupted.
The messages are broken. The messages are not complete, and it's if everybody can think about this. Your good bacteria give off messages, and your bad bacteria get off messages. How many people out there say, I don't know why, but I get into a bad mood and I don't know why? Because your bacteria went bad and they give off bad messages to your brain. That's it. Nobody understands that your bacteria talk to your brain 9 times where brain only talks to your body once for every 9 times your bacteria talk. And as far as the light goes, do you want to know a definition of health? Is how much light and frequency is in the spinal fluid that is rotating like the zipper ride at the fair, because it's picking up light and frequency from your body, and it takes it and those messages to your brain. But what if it's getting wrong messages to your brain? That means that you'll be out of balance hormonally, chemically, you'll be stressed out, you'll be depressed out, okay? And you'll be down and out.
Totally, yeah? The whole body will be influenced, of course. Yes, and this change begins with biophotonic communication with light. So here, Dr. Fritz Albert Popp said, if all the information required to control biochemical processes in the light is that body emits, and if it interferes with that light, it interferes with biochemical processes and causing disease, then must be possible to see the light and remove the disease. So to observe light, because if we know that is a chaotic light, okay, how we can make it again perfect light, so with this device. Here is that Dr. Popp showed that cells emit structure healthy light, responsible for good health, or chaotic light, which represent disease. And this here, the red thing, is cancer, and you can see it in just a normal photo. This cancer lump, so it can be seen with the diagnostic device in Kobayashi Biophoton Laboratory. Yes, cells emit waves. This is what we already said, an electromagnetic field around the whole body, and this is called energy informational envelope. So this biofield is actually responsible for the optimal functioning of the whole body.
And if I can say something,
yes.
Everybody, you need to talk about, and everybody used to think this was voodoo, your aura. Well, your aura is actually called the field, and that's scientific. And everybody's aura is a different strength, and the aura actually vibrates, okay? So everything is based on energy, on your thoughts, on what you eat, what you drink, the type of light you put in, the type of frequency you put into your body. So understand that. And one thing that they realize now, are you ready for this? Your thoughts and all your information doesn't sit in your brain. It sits in the field. Do you get this? It sits in the field. Your brain only stores prominent, dominant belief systems, whether they're good or not. You'll know if your belief systems are good. Are you healthy? Are you wealthy? Are you happy? Do you have good relationships with yourself and everybody else? It's all dependent on belief systems, and belief systems cause energy. They're all different frequencies. But I just want to come back to what I said. They say that, guess what? All the thoughts and the main information that we get is actually held in our field. The invisible creates everything that's physical. And
this is yes, exactly, yes, what I wanted to say, that there are 4 stages in the process of illness, which we call dysfunction in quantum medicine. So the first phase is informational, and the second phase is energy phase. So first is the wrong information, there's the wrong energy, and then it goes to the third phase, where the structural changes occur. And these changes can be detected by conventional medicine in the blood and urine laboratory.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you the way we do it, just for fun?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so incorrect information, okay, or toxic information creates the inflammation, which creates the scar tissue formation, crystallization, and also the calcification of our joints and body tissues and organs. And then all the way to mutation. And it all started off with the wrong information. And that is actually the difference between a bioptron light and blue light therapy, for an example. Okay? There.
Those phases are, you can see here in the stage 4, then the person is already sick, and yes, he has to take medicines to heal.
So if I can say something else, if it's okay. So understand that your body, being a light energy frequency, okay, system, device, put it like anything you want, okay? It needs a certain dose of high vibrational light and frequency every day. If you don't, it's like your Visa card. If you don't make those payments, okay, eventually, okay, the Visa card gets cut up for a while, or it gets just taken from you. And that's the same as your body. So you're going to either get this, because the people that are going to still be around, and I mean this in the most loving way, in the next, let's say, 12 to 15 years, you're not going to be around if you haven't bought into this system of light and frequency. Because they're throwing so much at us that if you don't take massive personal action and get that this is, you need the proper information, or you are inflammation. And we're an inflammation nation because we don't understand light and frequency and vibration. So we will pick low vibrational everything because we can be so easily programmed. Anyways, go ahead, love.
And there are just two states of existence. We are either coherent as a coherent system or incoherent. Incoherence means instability, irregularity, and incoherence status does not correspond to symmetry or energy of a healthy body, healthy information, and a healthy status in the body. So,
and you will know this, can I say this? You will know if you are, because not when things are going right. When things are totally going wrong, okay, and there's chaos all around you, and you can stay in that harmony.
Yes, just to stay stable. I'm investigating the red blood cells, so I will show you beautiful examples of our experiments. What I wanted to say here, the change of structure means incoherence. There are also insufficiency or excitation of energy in the body, too much or too little energy, and this is based on the concept of traditional medicine and Qi. And what is actually Qi? Qi is the energy that flows throughout the body. So if there is a decrease in the emission of biophotons, a person begins to feel very weak and it has a lack of energy, and this is why we need the light energy, bioptron energy information for revitalization.
Well, that's why they say, go to the light, become the light, you are the light, shine your light. But if you don't mind your own business and know how to recharge your battery, there is no light.
We did an experiment in Dr. Masaru Emoto Institute in Japan, and as you can see here, this is before bioptron treatment, and after 10 minutes of exposure, we exposed a glass of water to bioptron. Water molecule crystal of water here is irregular, unstructured, incoherent, and it does not correspond to the perfect symmetry of the healthy body, healthy water in the organism. After 10 minutes, look at this. This is amazing hexagonal shape. The shape that represents really a coherent status and the highest state of molecular coherence, actually, the health, stability, and it corresponds to symmetry and energy status of a healthy body water. So, this is because of this special light spectrum, desirable spectrum, from 480 until 3400 nanometers. It has the infrared light, and
it's the ability of that fluorine lens in the Bioptron to pull all this off, and the light from the Bioptron, because of the fluorine lens, because of the C60 lens, goes so deep into the body, doesn't it? Even into the bone.
Yes, and this is also responsible, this special infrared light, and this is according to Dr. Gerald Pollack, and he said that this infrared spectrum, infrared light, is creating the structured water in the body. I'm also restructuring the water that I'm drinking at home, just 10 minutes exposure, glass of water, and then I drink this, and you can shine on the biologically active zones. The most beautiful results I got with exposure between the eyebrows, this part, and also on the C7 vertebrae. You can also place it on the sternum. So those are the zones that you are very much infused with this beautiful energy and information.
And if I can say something, if you shine a Bioptron light, okay, people are asking where, go to store.docofdetox.com, and yes, there is a sale on it, but the sale on it for the Black Friday is when you purchase one, you get $500 credit to buy Doc of Detox products. But anyways, if you shine that Bioptron light on your feet for 10 minutes, test yourself, whether it's muscle testing or however you do it, and test yourself first and see if you are balanced, if your chakras are clean, if they're blocked, if your meridians, they call them chakras, meridians in the body. Yes, they exist. Any acupuncturist will tell you that. I have a doctorate in acupuncture. I don't use it anymore. But the reality is, if you shine that Bioptron on your feet for 10 minutes, you balance all your meridians in your body completely, and you can test it and dowse it to even prove that. And Dr. Gerald Pollack, I did a lot of work with him too, and the reality is this: you can shine the Bioptron on your light, it'll structure it. I mean, we have a structure unit that you can put under any tap in the world and it'll structure, but you can put that light on your water or anything you drink and it's going to structure it. But understand, do you know what's happening when you put the light on your body? You're structuring the fluid that's already in your body. And does anybody know this? That structured water, okay, neutralizes EMF radiation faster than any other water on the planet. And that's already proven. So the more you drink structured water, the more you shine the structured light on you, called Bioptron with the fluorine lens, the more you structure, the better you're going to feel, the more you're going to neutralize the damage of EMF.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Mm-hmm. And this is the beautiful here example how actually the information can modify, information and energy can modify matter. Our matter, body matter. This is a Kiko Stein. I met her in Baden-Baden at the medical congress, and I like this sentence very much. I think I wrote it here. Oh yeah, she said, Bioptron carried out an experiment in Masaru Emoto Laboratory in Tokyo. When it comes to water and the human body, the meaning of the word coherence is very important. Coherence means health and incoherence means disease. A tumor is the embodiment of the incoherence of the water structure in the body. Healthy individuals are in resonance with the dynamic harmonic field of the universe. When our body water is in harmony with the cosmos, then we feel good, we are healthy, and everything else is good. Bioptron quantum hyperlight corresponds to the constant ideal status of the universe. This is amazing, beautiful, really. She was very much impressed when she saw these pictures. Then she said, "Yes, that's the thing."
If you're not vibrating properly, now you know why. You're miserable. When you see people attack you, they're off. They're not vibrating properly. They're wobbling. They're shorting out. We are electrical magnetic beings. Oh yeah?
We are.
Yes.
And this is how it looks like inside, as we are electric and magnetic beings. This is the photo of our biophoton in the body. It looks hexagonal, exactly the same shape as the water structure after shining bioptron light. Amazing, beautiful.
If everybody could just understand something, we were given such a beautiful body. You have to understand how your body has done so much for you, and just look at how they're trying to poison us. And look how well you're doing still. What if you took massive personal action and you decided to love every cell, 55 trillion cells, 500 trillion bacteria? And does everybody understand something? Atoms, do you know how small they are? And inside those atoms, there's like these little hurricanes, and they're creating the energy, but they're empty inside. But meanwhile, that's what it is. See, they're empty, but we're not empty. That's our spirit energy. And understand this, not one atom are touching each other, but we think we're solid. We are just vibrational machines. And you know, as long as we keep on giving it the right light, the right frequencies, okay? And whether you're talking drink, think, food, or energy medicine, that's what it is. You've got to create this perfect day. Olya?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we are doing it, right?
We are doing it. We're doing it.
Dr. Gerald said that he called it easy water. And easy water is preferred by all biological organisms. Why? Because it's responsible for the healthy functioning of our DNA and other reactions in the body. It's responsible for optimal functionality of all physical and mental functions within the body. It's a vital factor for every cell function, for muscle contraction, cell division, nerve conduction. So it is so important to create this structured water in the body. It binds the proteins, it transfers the energy they need for the regeneration, it supplies the electrons to the mitochondria powerhouse and helps generate extra energy in the cells. And it also has an anti-aging effect because it acts as antioxidant, and it's protecting cells from free radicals and slowing down cellular aging.
Can I explain something? Is it okay if I...
Sure.
Okay,
yes.
Guys, are you ready for this? Here it is. A water droplet has 2,500 to 3,000 layers in it. That's what makes up a water droplet. Now, when you take the water in, okay, your body has to structure it. It takes a lot of energy. You would be surprised. It's a food, and it has to unlock it. So your body has to create a frequency that will actually structure the water. When you shine the bioptron light, okay, or you use a structure unit, but when you shine the bioptron light on for 10 minutes, like Olya's talking about, okay, do you know what you're doing? You're creating a frequency, and guess what happens? Are you ready for this? It got rid of all of the memory of the people that drank the water, because you don't want the memory left of the people that drank the water, because some people aren't in a very good mood. And when you structure the water, she could have had heavy metals, she could have had chemicals, bad bacteria, okay, in that water. And after you structure it, it would come in and it would not bother her. Did you hear what I said? It would not hurt her. So that's not the biggest part. The biggest part is when that water was used by the Bioptron and she drank it, when it went in, every cell is what's called an aquaporin channel. That channel gives off a frequency. When the water comes near it, the frequency unlocks the droplet that has 2,500 to 3,000 layers, and it stretches it out like a choo-choo train, and it's called easy water because it goes directly into the cell. It's 1,000% better hydration, so it's bringing the nutrition in so much easier and bringing the toxins out so much easier and neutralizing EMFs more efficiently than any other water that we know of. There.
Mm-hmm. And it's also acting on our red blood cells. And I did this experiment in Baden-Baden also, and in Belgrade, in different centers. And every time we got amazing results. This is how the red blood cells look like before Bioptron exposure. They are clotted, inactive. This condition is called rouleau. And this is after 10 minutes of exposure to
sticky, glicky blood, everyone. Okay?
Yes.
That's what that means.
And they move very slow. After 10 minutes of exposure to linearly polarized light, which is the light that we had before this lens, which was also great light, but this is even 30% better than the light that was already perfect for 30 years in our research. After 10 minutes of exposure to previous filter, the previous formation of red blood cells is transformed. You can see it looks much better. The red blood cells are going to separate, and we could see the better blood flow and increased oxygenation. So it was already better regeneration. But then we said, okay, let's see what is going on with C60 full rain optics. And after the 10 minutes, they completely separated. This is how it looks after 10 minutes of treatment. And this first photo before Bioptron. So you can see.
So there you go.
Obvious. Yes.
Constipation of the bloodstream, okay? Shining the light, okay? Allowed the oxygen to return that fast, because even though it was just light coming in, the light came in a form of oxygen, and they oxygenated the blood, and then all the blood platelets, they just let go of each other and said, hey, I'm not scared anymore. I've got enough oxygen to breathe.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, it is actually. It's amazing. Life is amazing.
Oh yeah, you can see it here in the film. Look, this is before the exposure. Look how the red blood cells move. And look at this.
Beautiful.
This is amazing.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And this is dark field microscopy experiment.
And you know what? I'm going to say something, and I don't know why I popped in, and I just kind of just shoot my mouth off sometimes. But just think, if you could give up your addictions, you'd be able to afford a healthy lifestyle. And whether people believe it or not, it's their addictions that are stopping them from affording things. And also the consciousness that we don't deserve it or we can't afford it. But the reality is, unless you're going to start building a healthier lifestyle for yourself and stop making reasons why, you will never be healthy. Polya?
You
Yeah.
will never be healthy, or
You'll
you
never.
will be very much healthy.
No.
Yes. Before Bioptron exposure also, I was curious how the electromagnetic field looked like. So I did an experiment with the Veda Pulse diagnostic device. We actually say this functional body analysis. So here the electromagnetic field is small in size, and this is indication of imbalanced state.
Weak protection. A weak protection. You've got gaps and holes in your invisible protection.
Yes, and the energy in the organs is decreased. So after the 10 minutes, we shine it here on the C7 vertebrae, which is the biggest bone behind your neck, on your neck.
It's the one that sticks up a little bit, everybody, just at the bottom of your neck. That's called C7, okay? You can feel it right behind, okay?
So the level of vitality increases significantly after only 10 minutes. So the energy, you know what is here very special about this light? The energy is brought to these parts, organs, cells, tissues, where the energy deficit was. So the organs were energized. Let's say the liver had a deficit in energy, and then it was energized after only 10 minutes. So where the energy, there was too much energy, let's say it's simple, the energy was decreased, and there was a little energy, the energy was decreased, and the whole body was brought into the balance. So look at this beautiful electromagnetic field now.
Yeah, it's too simple. In some ways, it's too simple. People still look at this stuff like voodoo. That's how programmed people are, you know. They become too visual. They don't go by how they feel anymore. You know, that's been a long time, before we got to go through life feeling things. If you go through life feeling things, you'll know what's good for you. You'll know what's not good for you. Yes.
And the energy in the energy centers, let's say the first energy center, we call it in the chakra psychology Muladhara, was in energy deficit, and after the treatment it was increased very much. So the person was more grounded and had a feeling of more security, and it was energized.
Well, just at peace. You know, if your cells, otherwise your mitochondria, okay, are not at peace, you will feel anxiety forever and not even know why. This is all body talk. These are all just messages of love. And you know what? We're so ignorant. You know, you could have taken science your whole life and learned nothing. If you just learned that everything you feel from your body is a message of love, or I'm scared, please wake up. You're supposed to be the captain of this ship.
The Veda Pulse device can even measure the health level in the body and also stress level in the body. Okay, let's see. 65% was the index of health level, and after the exposure, 95%. Can you imagine this? And the stress level, which was 343 measuring units, dropped down to 81, the blue-green zone, which is considered to be okay, optimal stress functioning in the body. So it's even influencing our stress and our health level, of course, by energizing the organs. And the Russian Ministry of Health included Bioptron during the pandemic period. And here is the recommendation, but it is also per zones. but it is enough just to shine on the front and on the back where the lungs are, on the front by the sternum. And they had amazing results. So because Bioptron has anti-inflammatory effects, so it's improving bronchial patency, is facilitating sputum discharge in patients with moderate, let's say, and mild severity of the disease. And that was for me very impressive that they included in the treatments of COVID patients.
Because it's real science. Can I add something to your protocol that we did?
Mm-hmm.
So we used the Bioptron, but before we did that, we had our patients actually during COVID, all right, they would clap with we have a purple clapper. Have you ever seen it? The purple clapper that we
Yes, I know what it is, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lori, would you grab it? But the purple clapper, what we do is inside the meridian, the lung and heart meridian is right inside your elbow. Mm-hmm. We would have them clap that. Now, this is even if they were really feeling really not good. We'd have them clap that inside both sides for 5 minutes, then clap each side of the lungs, aggressively, for about 5 minutes on each side of the lungs. This is the clapper that we made to do that. And you can clap any part of your body. And then after they would do that, we would have them actually use a little bit of DMSO rose cream, because it's not that strong. And then we would have them shine the light. Our results,
and they were perfect.
Our results were like, I don't even want to say because people won't believe it. But when we kicked in the Bioptron after doing the clapping, using the DMSO, we'd also have them use what's called Lung Restore. They would rub this. And one other thing we'd have them do is nebulize infinite iodine. You know, because our iodine's the only pure iodine. You can put it in directly straight into a nebulizer, and they would nebulize it after that. And I think if anybody understood what we were doing, they'd understand that these can be overnight results, okay? And if not, within 3 days. That's it. And then, of course, making sure, because I'm only saying this because we're right near COVID time, which means COVID time it starts at Halloween when we poison the children with sugar. And then we go to Thanksgiving and we overeat and we overdrink. And then we go to Christmas and we do the same thing. And then we have New Year's and we blow our heads off. So that's why it's COVID time coming. So we're going to have to get rid of all the poisons we brought in, because that's what a virus is. Okay, and there are no live viruses. It's never been isolated. And a virus can't jump 1 inch, less 6 feet. Okay, so, and then during this period, you should also be drinking warm to hot water, because all mucus can be melted with that. And you don't want to drink cold water, and you want to keep on sipping it continually. And you can put lemon in it or black diamond or do other things to it. But there's my little protocol, okay?
Mm-hmm. And it comes from a traditional medicine, from Ayurvedic medicine, actually.
Yes.
They recommend drinking only hot water.
Only hot water. And I never drink.
Yes.
I never drink. It's very rare. Hey, Lori, when we go out to dinner, they find us a pain in the butt, and we travel, so you know, a lot. And mind you, we eat really good, even though we go out. I mean, sometimes we'll have to drive 20 miles just to find the restaurant that's going to give us the food. But when we say that we want hot water and lemon, they look at us with a double take. First of all, there's no alcohol, so the tip's not as great. And then it's not cold water, which is easier to do. So everything, if it's not convenient, you're a pain in someone's butt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I would like just to complete this first part, and then we go to the classes, just to say why this Ministry of Health recommends Bioptron, because it's strengthening the immune system, scientifically proven. So in this way, it fights more efficiently viruses and is helping with upper respiratory issues. So it's destroying infected cells and it resists against viral infection. So there is decreases in infection in the lungs, and you can see control and experimental group the days after infection. So how much it helps to clear up the sputum in the lungs. And if you like, I don't know what is the plan. Shall we just go on, or would you like glasses the next time? What is your
No, let's
schedule?
talk about it now.
Okay.
And
Okay.
you
Yes.
know, and then
Hyperlight,
I
yes.
think that we should maybe have you come back on. Maybe if you're available, come back next week. You know, because I would really like people to have time to watch this and then ask questions, and I will collect the questions. So anybody who's got any questions on Facebook, I will get my staff to go on Instagram and check those. I don't even know if you can get questions from TikTok, but I'll collect them. And if you want to come back on next week, we'll just answer questions. How's that?
That's good.
Okay.
I'm fine with it.
Me too.
So those are the glasses. The glasses with special optics. Fluorescence 60 molecule is integrated in 50 optical layers together with metal oxides.
Can I say something before you start, so then you can do the
Yes.
science part? Everybody, look at my eyes aren't red, right? Okay, they're white. Well, today I'm doing 4 shows today, and I did a 1 a day this morning. Okay, called boy, did you see that virus jump? Just being a little sarcastic. Anyways, but if I didn't wear these glasses for this show and the next show, I would have, my eyes would be burning out of my skull from this blue light. And blue blockers will not stop that burning. My mouth, when I used to not have the Teslas years ago, from on the phone and doing shows, my mouth would be burning inside. And I always thought I was dehydrated. But even though I was drinking continually structured water, I'm still dehydrated, and I didn't realize it. But my brain was burnt from the blue light, and my eyes got burnt, and your mouth will feel burning on the inside. You will feel stressed out. You will have headaches. You will feel anxiety. You'll go home and you will not be yourself. And understand, you need to get this, everyone. After 3 minutes of being on a computer or on your phone, you're already doing brain damage. How do you like that? How do you like that? And that's what's going on. Phone, TV, oh my God, big TV screens. I mean, it's not even the EMF coming off. And understand something, these Teslas, if any EMF hits this or blue light, it's transferred into healing light that actually heals your brain. You don't have to believe this, but I have not hundreds, but thousands of people that have taken my C60 orally and done the glasses and the Bright Eyes Fulvic eye drops. And guess what? They don't wear glasses anymore. Or they don't have that detached retina. They don't have that glaucoma, those cataracts. Almost all eye damage is caused because of brain damage. Because your eyes don't see. It's your brain that sees. It's your eyes that only pick up the frequency and light. And I'll let Alya get into it deeper. She's way better at this.
And this is called high energy blue light. And the light emission from the cell phones, from laptop, LED light. And you can see here the retina, permanent damage of retina because of the high energy blue light.
Blue light
And you know
destroyed
what it is?
the retina.
People don't have, they don't feel pain, so they don't know what is going on actually. They can maybe feel a bit strain in their eyes, uncomfortable dry eyes, but it can be even worse. Spectrum characterization, the yellow line is the sunlight. So the white line here is, which is the white line, the red line is LED, white light.
Alya, do you
Yes.
mind if I answer a question here from TikTok, from Eric? People don't feel
Yeah.
pain, and then he goes, question mark, question mark. Understand something. Eric, it doesn't matter what the condition. If your body sends pain to you, because you're damaging something. You're not going to believe this. It will stop sending pain to you because it's wasting energy. So it will be trying to protect you with the energy it has, okay? Because it will shut down and it will numb you out, okay? You know, when people start to get well, they'll go, oh my God, I used to feel that pain a long time ago. Is there something going wrong? What are you doing to me? And I'll go, what happens when you start going on a healthy path is you retrace everything you've gone through until you get home, which is vital health. Your body will numb you out. Did you ever see the old guy walking and he's walking like this and he looks like he's in pain? You go, Grandpa, are you okay? Are you in pain? And he goes, don't feel a thing, because all the calcium came out of his bones because he was so acidic, okay, from the inflammation, and then the scar tissue wrapped around the nerves to deaden the nerves. How many people here know that stenosis in the spine, your nerves aren't dead? And in one treatment with a cellsonic and non-surgical, we can bring back your spinal feeling, and they're lying to you. And the medical system doesn't even know they're lying. They were told that the nerves are dead. I can show you an audio. You know what I'm going to do? Tomorrow, I'm going to play this audio on my one a day. And this is a top medical doctor, surgeon, New York's top one, okay? And he's in conversation with one of my patients, telling her that she needs lower back surgery because she's got stenosis. And understand something. I'm hoping you know this, whether you want to believe it or not. But in one, okay, treatment, I'd say 80% of the time, two, you know, but never more than 3 treatments, we've got stenosis turned around. So I just want to say this. The body will create pain until it says, this person's not going to wake up. We need to protect them. Wrap it with scar tissue, wrap it with calcium, and it will do the same thing to your eyeballs. It'll do the same to your brain. It's everywhere. It's either it's a calcium, a scar tissue problem, everybody. And understand this. So that's why we have to protect ourselves. And if you don't believe me, blue light, okay, whereas if you've got inflammation in your abdomen, we call those adhesions. And guess what? Blue light will cause lesions and calcium deposits in your brain. And then there goes your eyesight. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, can I now explain this? Or
Okay, fine. Go ahead. Fine, if you got to do it.
I want to do it.
Okay, go do it.
It's very interesting.
Go
exciting.
do it. Go do it.
This yellow line represents the excess of sunlight. It's too much energy. The red line represents LED light. You can see it's in range of blue light, right? So the green line represents the amount of energy and information and the spectrum that our eyes need. So it's in the range of green light, you can see.
Yeah.
And the white light is representing the energy and information that you get when you wear these glasses. So I hope people understand it was too much energy. Sunlight is too much energy, excess of energy. LED, too much high energy blue light. And with these glasses, we get exactly the amount of energy and information that our eyes need for healthy functioning, for brain and eyes healthy functioning. And these are here the spectrum characterization of the sunlight. As I said, it is too much energy, and the lenses are decreasing that amount of energy. In the case of LED light here, it was too much in the range of high energy blue light. So it is transforming, it's not blocking, it's transforming the light into the desirable wavelengths. And these are this is the spectrum that we need. So in the range of green light, and exactly amount of energy, not an excess, not too much and not too little energy. And Here is a schema from Dr. Koruga, who invented these glasses. We call it polariton. So it's not a photonic anymore, it's polariton. Polariton light, because of the light energy transformation through these optical layers. So it is the lenses are creating vacuum to the quantum cavity. The light is transforming into the toroidal form, so the form of a toroid, like our red blood cells in a 3D. And if you want to know how it looks like in a 2D, it looks like a sunflower photon pattern, according to the Fibonacci law of harmony and beauty. And this is photonic light. We know the photons are chaotic. So from chaotic light, we are creating a highly structured healing light. The experiments with sunlight, too much sun energy is, by wearing these glasses, reduced. As you can see in the first diagram here, it's reduced into the desirable wavelengths. In the case of neon light, it was an excess of high energy blue light, which was decreased by wearing these lenses. And in the case of LED light, it is decreased, the high energy blue light is decreased, but at the same time, you see the wavelengths are increased into the desirable wavelengths in the range of green, light green, and a little bit yellow. So what are the effects of nanophotonic material C60 on our body? It is harmonizing the processes between neurotransmitters and our hormones. So it is affecting not only our eyes, but also our brain. So
our chemicals and our hormones are balanced through the glasses. How crazy is that?
Yes, so it is, for instance, the hormones like serotonin, which is a hormone of happiness, serotonin and dopamine are increased, and at the same time, cortisol, the hormone of stress, is decreased. So that's why by wearing these glasses, we think better, we feel better, and everything is better. So we can also see better because the picture becomes more sharp if we are outside or inside. So this is for outside, for outdoor, and also for indoor, working behind the computer, but also for outside. If you are in the middle of the day walking and then there is an excess of sun, then you wear these glasses to protect your eyes.
So I can tell you right now, I've got like 2 pairs of Maui Jims. I never wear them, do I, Lori? No. This is all I'll wear. We wear this out, and even when, and I'm not trying to be over extreme, but we will wear this even on a cloudier day. It's cloudy here, won't we? Yeah. Because of the glare. Now, the Tesla glasses, they cost around the same as a designer pair of glasses. But the reality is that these will save your brain, save your eyes. They will save how you feel about yourself, energy-wise. There's just so many side effects to these, okay? And we wear them all the time, in, out, especially when we're working on computers. Like right now, I'm not just wearing them because we're doing a show, because at 5 o'clock today, Eastern time, I'll be on with Oliver, and we'll be talking about the most powerful immune-building mushrooms in the world. And I'll be wearing them with him too. The reality is I've got to save my eyes, because at the end of the day here, I'd feel like my brain was burnt, and I'd be dragging my butt, and I wouldn't be that nice to Lori, because I wouldn't be that good to myself right now. But I want to say something, if you don't mind, Alya. There's Bleaky here says, I want to understand more about why we don't feel pain. I'm going to try to tell you that your body, okay, has every chemical and no drugs, but let's say it this way. We have more drugs that are natural, that are healthy in the body than any pharmacy could ever have. They try to duplicate what we already make in our body. Now, I want to say this, but the difference is when you take a pharmaceutical drug, it will actually cut off the gut-brain connection, which is actually not the gut-brain, it's your large intestine, the bacteria in it, so that they cannot transmit anymore. It's cutting off information, okay, to the brain. Even though you're still in pain, you're still inflamed, you will not feel it. It will be cut off, and that's what drugs do. Isn't that nice? You're cured again. Okay, so now you're numbed out. Why do you think everybody that does drugs, okay, for any condition, if they live long enough, they go to surgery to have the scar tissue and the calcium cut out of that joint, cut out of that muscle, cut out of that organ. Okay, so understand that. There. So look at, that's the same way. Your body, and instead of wasting the energy trying to protect you against, for your life, it will numb things out that you don't feel them anymore. It doesn't mean the problem's gone, okay? You just got enough scar tissue and calcium wrapped around it so that it's not sending out the transmission anymore, okay? It's like people that get surgery and they get this cut out. Surgery causes more scar tissue than anything else. So now you've got so much scar tissue wrapped around your nerves, okay? You know what? You've either got neurosis or neuropathy, I mean, or you've got stenosis where you don't feel anything, okay? That's all. Go ahead, love.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'd like to mention 5 segments, how they are working. I already said something, but so it is eye protection. These lenses are eliminating and transforming, again, not blocking, by transforming dangerous high energy UV and also violet blue lights that are harmful to our molecular structures of the eye, and then from any source of light, so LED light, diffuse light, sunlight, any artificial indoor light, but also light from technological devices, and also the light outside, outdoor sunlight. So it is transforming into the light with desired optimal wavelengths, like green, I said, and you saw it, and yellow. So they are also protecting eyes from excessive amount of overall light energy. So this is very important for outdoor and indoor protection. They are also acting for improving vision, so they produce sharper images in everyday situations, allowing you to make better and faster decisions while you are working at home or outside, whatever you are doing. So improved cognitive abilities, by increasing, how it happened, by increasing your concentration, and so you can focus and your cognitive performance will be better. There is also one aspect that I would like to mention, and this is the psychological enhancement through circadian rhythm. And how? Because it creates optimal and better circadian rhythm, better sleep, day and night rhythm. So how? So enhanced sleep quality, reduced anxiety, reduced stress and depressive behavior, regained actually psychological balance, and in this way you also regain your self-confidence, which means that you see better, you feel better, you think better, you perform better. All these aspects very important, and one aspect especially important for ladies, and this is anti-aging. So they are by transforming the light from high energy blue light from UV light and violet blue light that are predominantly responsible for aging. So it's reducing the formation of wrinkles around the eyes, and then you stay nicer, younger, your skin looks better, and everything is better.
Thank you. How are we doing?
Good.
Good. So just know this, everybody, that when we were talking about your sleep, just know that when you go on your phone, you can be on there for a matter of 30 seconds to a minute. You just messed up your sleep if you went on there at night. You've got 12 noon light going through your eyes, telling your brain it's wrong and it's 12 noon in the day. So don't ask yourself why you have trouble going to sleep with LED lighting in your house when it gets dark. Don't ask yourself why you have trouble going to sleep when you're on your phone, watching your TV, or on your computer that gives off blue light. This is all part of their game. Take it or leave it. Don't believe it. Whatever. Like I said, they could have used energy medicine, frequencies, and light on TVs, computers, telephones, and LED lighting, and none of this would be occurring. So understand, welcome to the game. But the reality is this: if you don't wear something like Tesla's, if you want to be on your computer, your phone, or watching TV at nighttime, you're never going to have the proper sleep. It's just impossible. You can't mess up your eternal clock and think you're going to have a restful sleep. Most of you don't even know what a restful sleep is anymore. Olya?
Mm-hmm. So you can wear these glasses let's say in the afternoon. That's exactly what you said, Daryl, in the afternoon, and especially in the evening hours if you are working until late in the evening.
Or watching TV. It'll do the same thing.
TV?
It'll do the
Yes,
same thing.
Yes.
Unless
I
you're...
don't watch TV. This is why this does not came to my mind.
I know, love.
For 12 years, so I'm just thinking of working, and then wearing the glasses. So if you wear prescription glasses, so you can put your prescription glasses and then just these glasses over your prescription glasses.
Yeah,
or
you can put these glasses over top of your prescriptions, or you can buy frames. Can I see yours, Lori?
Yeah.
Lori wears glasses still, and here.
Yeah, it's called clip-on.
Yeah.
It's called clip-on,
Look.
and it is the same system actually.
See, look, everyone.
So you put your you order actually your prescription glasses to be inserted in the frame.
So you buy.
Then you just have a clip-on to put on these glasses. Then.
So they have lots of different styles of frames. So you're going to buy the frame. And here's the clip-on. It comes with the glasses. See? That comes with it. So there's nothing changed there. But then you'll put your lenses into the frames that you buy. Okay? Lori went to Costco and got yours done, didn't you, honey?
Yeah.
They had no problem doing them. Okay? So just so you know, here's your glasses.
And then you can play with it. You can put it on and off whenever you need. And in this way, you make your circadian rhythm good functioning.
Yeah, you'll be rested and tired in sleep, or you can be tired and restless.
So you choose. We always have choices in the life, actually,
yes,
and
we
this
do.
is nice.
Yes, we do.
We just have to make this quantum leap in our brain
that we're worth it
to make good decisions if we have good visions.
That's right. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Wolf, for inviting me.
What would you like to leave everybody with today?
Just maybe they can close their eyes now and relax the hands and feel the body as a whole and send a positive energy and the lights love to themselves, to every cell in the body. And then how does it feel to observe it and extend this love and send the love to all the living beings? That's my meditation for you for today.
Thank you, love. Have a beautiful night. Alya is 6 hours ahead. So I just want to thank you for taking the time. And now you can be with your family again.
Oh, they are sleeping already.
Oh, there
my
you go.
kid-
Okay. And just know this, everyone. She has been lecturing all over the place. She is so in high demand. And I just want to thank her for taking the time and the energy to come on. Okay?
Always for you. Because our companies are cooperating for how
Yes.
many years?
I don't know. Maybe, let me think. I would say probably 10 or 12. Yeah.
Yes. So I came in Bioptron company 6 years ago, and then they told me about you, and then I bought your book, Healthy 200. I was reading a book. I was like, wow, this is interesting person, and this is how we connected actually and started communicating and cooperating.
How would you like
with
my
each
new
other.
copy of The Perfect Day? It's a 450-page manual. It's beautifully, artistically crafted, but I think it's probably going to become the most powerful take-action book for someone who wants to become, from patient to hero for themselves. I'll send that to you if you'd like tonight. Would you like it?
Please.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Yes,
and just
please.
know this: when I get, we're going to get it run off, and it's going hard copy. It's going to be going on Amazon. It's also going to be in my fulfillment centers. When it does, I'm going to gift you a tabletop copy. Okay?
Oh, super. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
All right.
Yes.
Have a beautiful night, and I'll get in touch with you tomorrow, and maybe we can have you on next week. I just got to take a look at my schedule, and you look at yours. And can I call you tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning is
Tomorrow
my
afternoon. Yeah.
Your morning is my afternoon.
Yes.
Yes, I have one meeting at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
So what time? How many hours?
Well, I'll call you around 4 o'clock your time. Okay.
This is good.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay. Greetings to Laurie and to everyone.
And all my love to Amsterdam. Okay.
Have you been there?
No, I haven't, but I know people, and they really love Amsterdam. They thought it was a lot of fun, so I don't really know. I think it's a little wild. Is it a little wild?
For the tourists, is wild. I don't see it as wild anymore. I
No.
mean, so all this, we are not live anymore, right?
Oh, we are. We are still live.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, okay.
I just invited everybody else to partake in the conversation too. I think they should be allowed to, right?
Yes, of course. So for tourists, it's interesting actually to walk around in the red light district and to buy some cookies and weed because it is legal in Amsterdam.
I'm over it. I'm over that part now. Okay, I get off on breathing. Yeah, I'm good.
So they buy cake, they buy cakes, and after that they go to a museum and they are high for 5 hours. So it's funny actually for me to observe all these tourists. They're like the dogs who were the whole life on a leash. The dog was on the leash the whole life and suddenly is free and running on the field and doesn't know where to go. And,
I think it's okay to get lost just long as you find yourself before you hit the cliff, okay?
Of course, they found themselves and then they go home.
Yeah.
And they are again in the normal, back to normal life. But this is special about Amsterdam, and Amsterdam has more than 500 bridges. This is fascinating for me.
Wow, a lot of bridges.
Yes, when I came to Amsterdam, I felt like I was in a fairy tale. I liked it very much, especially museums. There is a museum district, and I had that museum card, and I was going like once a week at least to the museums. And now I don't go anymore because I know all this art. When I close my eyes, and okay, Rembrandt's painting is there hanging.
You know, we were in Naples for the last month, Lori?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the museums there, the beautiful art. It's incredible, incredible.
This is special about Europe, also in Paris, in Venezia, Venice, and overall actually in Europe. It's a cultural, very much cultural things.
Well,
but
someday I'll
yes.
come and get lost, you know, but in a different
Yes.
way.
Yes, in a different way. There are also good ways.
Yeah.
Many retreats here, and yoga is very popular. All kinds of yoga schools, and what else is interesting? I'm taking classes on Ayurveda. Here is Dr. Alananda Rao from India, and I enjoy very much her lessons. So sometimes I go, and the whole day she's teaching in a very good way, advising herbs and the way of living in Ayurvedic holistic way, as you mentioned, hot tea, hot water. So in Ayurveda,
You know
is
what?
only hot water.
It's just a lovely state when you find somebody that has found inner peace. You know, I don't think you can meditate yourself into that. I think you have to create a new belief system, a new personality. You know, people ask me if I meditate still like I used to, and I don't. I tell them that I believe in walking meditation now. And that
Exactly.
means I don't believe in, it's not that I believe against meditation, but there's a lot of people that have like these courses that are heavy duty meditation. And I don't know, I deal with a lot of people that meditate every day. And when they come out of their meditation, it doesn't take them long to lose their, you know what.
Mm-hmm. And walking meditation, but that's the second step. I think you
Yes, it
already
is.
did the first
Yes.
step, so you can also I have that. It's very important if your body is relaxed. So if you are like this, something is wrong. The energy is not circulating in a proper way. You have to be conscious and consciously relax. Okay, inhale, and on the next exhale, I will just drop my body and relax.
Yeah.
And then you can go in that meditative state.
Yes. Care for
State of
yourself.
meditation.
Care for yourself and stop
Yes,
caring what goes on outside yourself. You know, if you can't take massive action to help the person, then don't dramatize inside yourself because your body's going to think you're going through it.
Yes, we have to focus more on ourselves. And
Yes.
Yesterday I was teaching, we had a retreat actually for 2 days, and it was beautiful for Colors Light World project. So during that retreat, I was teaching about a holistic way of living, integrating, of course, chapter international products and Bioptron. So I made it like a whole picture of products, how you integrate it in your daily life.
Yeah.
And I said you have to create your own wellness center at home to make the best wellness center.
That's all part of the
In the
perfect day.
world.
It's all part of the perfect day. Stop going out and getting treated. Get trained. Bring it home. Become the practitioner you seek. That's it.
Yes, exactly. And then you do clapping, self-massage,
Yeah.
Biotron light therapy,
Yeah.
and you drink purified water, and then it's all different life, because we have that power and possibility to create such lives.
Yeah.
But
Well-
people are just busy. I don't know, all the time.
Well, they're busy here. They're busy here.
But I have good advice. Everyone has agenda, right? So write in your agenda me time from 4 o'clock in the afternoon until 5 o'clock, 1 hour, more than enough. So in the meantime, do something for yourself.
1 hour of power, first thing in the morning and near the end of your night, will make things and make life right. That's it. If you can do
and
it.
breathing is very important.
Yeah.
So just connect with people have to connect with their own breath. Where is my breath at this moment? Is it in my belly? Is it high? Am I in a state of stress? Stress is also good, of course, but then the level that we had shown in our diagram, so a little bit stress, but not that you are constantly in fight and flight and freeze.
Like the majority.
And
Guess what? I have to jump off. I have to be back on in 13 minutes, love.
Okay, all right. So, namaste.
Good night. Sleep tight.
Greetings to everyone.
Thank you so much. And we'll talk tomorrow, can we?
Yes, that's possible. I just have one meeting from 3 until 4.
Okay.
My time. I always say Paris time, but it's Amsterdam time.
All right. Well, tomorrow then.
Yes. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night, love. Thank you.
Good night. Bye-bye, Daryl.
Bye. There you go. I want to thank you for joining me. And I had to put this off. Can pregnant ladies put Biotron on their bellies? Oh my gosh, you want to do it as much as possible. You can't hurt yourself with this. You can't. In it, it says never look at it, but I'm telling you not to do it. Don't do what I do because I'm the quack. But I will look right at the light, won't I, honey? The Biotron light. I'll look right at it.
Yeah.
And if you decide to get a Biotron, try to get you want the Biotron 2 with the stand, okay? That's the one, right, honey?
Yes.
Yeah.
But the stand is
You got to have it with the stand. It just makes all the difference in the world if you decide to do it, okay? How would someone had the use be you? Okay, I'll tell you what. I will come on in the next, let me think here. I know, I'll do it. Okay, tomorrow's Tuesday. Tomorrow is Tuesday. And I want to show tomorrow, okay, look at guys, I'm in great shape. I really am in great shape. But my hip has been bugging me, hasn't it, Lori?
Yeah.
It's the craziest thing. Maybe I'm 67, but my hip's been bothering me for a few days, and I've been doing my stretches, doing my exercises. And then I just went last night and guess what I did? I took the clapper, you can believe it or not believe it, and I clapped my hip for 1 hour, didn't I?
Yeah.
And then I took a shot glass. No, I took the silver bullet spray bottle, and I switched it between the silver bullet spray bottle, I'll show you tomorrow, and the Fulvic spray, the Bright Eyes, and I used the bottom edge, and I got in there and I ground around the hip, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. You know, if you've got any type of problem with your body, if you go see a Wolf non-surgical therapist, they'll give you a money-back guarantee. They will go beyond your expectations. And I mean that. I stand behind it. And we have them all over the world. But if you can't get to one right now, and you start feeling a pain anywhere in the body, okay, I showed how to do the knee. I showed how to do the ankle about 3 weeks ago. Tomorrow I'll show how to do the hip, okay? And right now, guys, listen, I'm going to get back to this. You know, I'm going to be heading to Mexico, and this week and next week is the Black Friday sale. So you have to understand something. I'm going to bring on all of the people that know better than me about our nutritionals, our nutraceuticals, and on the science of the energy medicine that we have, okay? Because I'm promoting that to people because we have our Black Friday sale on. But once this week gets over with and next week, I'm going right back to show you. You can call me up, and if you do it, I'll block it in my calendar. Dr. Wolf, I want to see this. Dr. Wolf, I want to see that. When people put it up on here, there's just too much, okay? You know, because we get thousands of people that come on here, and it's just like, it's too much for me to try to remember all this. But, you know, my phone number is 469-861-8884. So, you know, you can call me up and leave a message, and I will call you back, and then I'll tell you where you can go watch it. And if I haven't done it lately, I will show you how to do it. Okay? Listen, I would love to do a do-it-yourselfer, at least five of them every week. That's what I want to get going. Okay? So just know that if you want to check out any of my courses, Mexico will be the first course on our world tour. We're going to be traveling for 8 months. We start in January in Mexico, where we actually do the Whole Life Coach, Wolf Non-Surgical, the Pelvic Restoration for Women, and the Braveheart Circle. Please go to braveheartnation.com and take a look at where we're doing it. It's at a 4-diamond resort. You don't have to stay there. It's expensive. $350 a night. Poof. You know, you can get a place there for $45 a night. That's right. In Ixtapa, you can get a place, and I can get you in touch with Cynthia, our office girl in Mexico, and she can help you find a place, or Todd can, and we've got people there. And come on down. And even if you just came to the pelvic course, which is 3 days, that's a woman's course on how to restore your pelvis. It's a mind blower. And or the Braveheart Circles for people who are just getting started with wanting to crack the coconut and learn how to love themselves again. Or you can come and take my Whole Life Coach course, which is it is the most powerful whole life coach in the world. Nutritional, physical, emotional. By the 3rd day, I'll crack your coconut from the inside out. And I'm telling you, you will find your power. You will stand in your power, and you will do it with love, not with anger, not with might, but you will be with the power of love, not with the love of power. And that's what you learn. And you'll learn how to love yourself and care for yourself without feeling selfish, like you're going to go to hell for it or something. And you'll also be able to put up with people saying, oh, you're selfish. Why are you doing that for yourself? Well, because people aren't used to loving and caring for themselves. Somebody's got to be a brave heart out of every family. And that's what we need to find. So you might want to check out my Whole Life Coach. And then my Wolf Non-Surgical is the most powerful body work in the world. We'll give you a money-back guarantee on all the courses. Okay? And nothing else I can tell you except go to Braveheart Nation and check it out, or otherwise BHN University, okay? And what else did I want to say? Yep, the sale's on. I've got lots of shows coming up. If you want to go to DocStar TV on docofdetox.com, you're going to actually find all the different shows that we're going to be doing. And like I said, I don't mind suggestions, but on here, I might not grab it, okay? All right? So I want to thank everybody for coming on, and I'll see those people who think they can hang in there or want to come back in just a few minutes. Take care. God bless.